Today I have for you 5 bombastic news from Golden State Warriors, the last one being the best, so stay until the end of the video, subscribe to the channel and leave your like, and don't forget that the latest news is the best in the video. First news. Golden State Warriors youngster expecting a lot heading into next season. Golden State Warriors youngster Jonathan Kuminga says he is expecting a lot for next season, with the former 7th overall pick preparing for a crucial third season in the league. Still just 20 years old, Kuminga had an impressive second season only for it to end in disappointing fashion. After taking a larger role by averaging nearly 21 minutes per game during the regular season, he was axed from Steve Kerr's rotation for almost the entirety of the Warriors' playoff campaign. Jonathan Kuminga is ready to bear the weight of expectation and deliver on his potential for the Golden State Warriors next season. Born in the Democratic Republic of Congo, Kuminga is currently at the Basketball Without Borders camp in South Africa. "A lot of people are expecting so much from me, and myself, I'm expecting a lot. It's a lot of pressure, but I don't really pay attention to the noise. The pressure is always going to be there. It's just on me to go out there and perform," Kuminga said. Many fans believe Kuminga's ability to perform has been restricted by the franchise, with Kerr often criticized for holding a tight leash with the athletic two-way forward and his playing opportunities. The lack of postseason playing time did lead to speculation regarding Kuminga's future with Golden State, but it appears the franchise are ready to accommodate his wish for a bigger role next season. Blessed with elite athleticism and impressive defensive instincts, Kuminga could hold the key to a revitalized Warriors in 2023-24. While it's easy to envisage what future Hall of Famers Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green and Chris Paul might provide Golden State next season, Kuminga and fellow 2021 lottery pick Moses Moody present as the wildcards who could give the team a timely boost. Kuminga averaged 9.9 points, 3.4 rebounds, and 1.9 assists in the 2022-23 regular season, numbers he and Warrior fans will be hoping take a significant jump in what will be pivotal third year for the talented youngster. Second news. Steph Curry's lob dunk goes viral. Not known for his hops, Golden State Warriors star Steph Curry can get up every once in a while. Recently throwing down a one-handed lob jam, Curry showed off the bounce and the finishing ability. The video was uploaded to Twitter and has been going viral, having already accumulated close to 50,000 views in under 3 hours. Curry got up and threw down the lob pass with his left hand. Exciting Warriors fans who have been reacting to the video since it hit Twitter, Curry reminded everybody that he can still go catch a lob now and then. One of the best finishers of all time, Curry hasn't ever needed to throw down many dunks. Crafty with both hands around the basket, Curry can finish without having to turn his hand over and throw it down. That said, it is fun to see Curry get up on occasion. While Curry is now 35 years old, he has shown no signs of slowing down. There were times last year when Curry looked as good as he ever has, particularly in Game 7 against the Sacramento Kings when he put the Warriors on his back with a 50-point performance. The Warriors will certainly need their superstar point guard to maintain his All-NBA level of play, especially with some of the regression that other key contributors have experienced. Third news. Steph Curry shares harsh truth for Warriors teammates. It's been well documented that the Golden State Warriors were not as cohesive last season as in previous years. Starting with the Draymond Green punch, Golden State just didn't have the same level of chemistry last season that their title teams had. While Green's punch undoubtedly made a huge impact, there was a lack of buy-in at times from others on the roster that went beyond that incident. Wanting to avoid anything of the sort next season, Curry recently shared a harsh truth for his teammates in an exclusive interview with Marcus Thompson of The Athletic. "The biggest thing is," Curry said, "look at teams that have won. You realize that there is a certain way about how you show up on a nightly basis. Everybody is important. Everybody is valuable. It's not going to look pretty for the majority of the year for some guys. Some are going to be in and out of the rotation. Guys are going to be asked to do things that may not all the way vibe with how they see themselves. You've got your core that's got to figure out how to stay at a certain level. All those things are about winning. We had a lot of narratives around the team that have been a little bit distracting to that. but that's all it is. It's not about anything other than winning. Knowing what it takes to win it all, Curry is calling on his teammates to buy in next season. Fourth news. Golden State Warriors make new announcement. In an official press release on Wednesday, the Golden State Warriors announced their preseason schedule, writing the following. The Warriors opened their preseason schedule versus the Lakers, first hosting at Chase Center on Saturday, October 7th, then traveling to Los Angeles to face the Lakers on Friday, October 13th. Golden State next travels to Sacramento to face the Kings on Sunday, October 15th in the second and final road game of the team's preseason slate. The Warriors return home to Chase Center and host the Kings on Wednesday, October 18th, before closing out the preseason schedule versus the Spurs on Friday, October 20th, again at Chase Center. This is the team's first preseason matchup versus the Spurs dating back to 2007 and marks the first time the Warriors have hosted the Spurs at home during the preseason dating back to at least 1980. With just over 2 months remaining until the Warriors begin preseason action, fans will not have to wait much longer before seeing Golden State back on the court. While the offseason can be a much-needed break from the grind of an NBA season, it's always around this time of year when the excitement starts to kick back up again. Golden State's recently released preseason schedule has the team staying in California, with 3 games at home, 1 in Sacramento, and another in Los Angeles. Fifth news. Ex-Lakers center doubts Chris Paul will make positively impact new team. Former Phoenix Sun and current Golden State Warrior point guard Chris Paul made headlines after he was traded from Washington to the Bay Area for Jordan Poole this summer. While many are excited about what the veteran will provide for the franchise, one former Laker expressed doubt on how impactful Paul would be for Golden State. Cousins spent 1 year with LA after he signed as a free agent, ironically from the Golden State Warriors, in the summer of 2019. Nicknamed Boogie, Cousins unfortunately suffered a season-ending injury before he could suit up for the purple and gold and watched from afar as Los Angeles conquered the bubble for the 2020 championship. After bouncing around the other LA franchise in the 2021 playoffs and spending some time with multiple teams in 2022, Cousins spent this past season in Puerto Rico playing overseas. Paul himself has had some down years in his most recent seasons with the Suns. After a record-breaking season for total wins in 2022, Phoenix had a massive collapse against the Dallas Mavericks in 7 games, including an embarrassing blowout to end their season. In the 2023 season, despite dealing for Kevin Durant mid-season, the Valley saw another collapse at home in Game 6 by a lopsided margin to end their season without a championship. Struggling with a hamstring injury to end his postseason early, Paul exited the Suns after the team's desire to waive or trade him. The latter option was selected as Paul was shipped to Washington for Bradley Beal in a new Big Four for Arizona's NBA franchise. The point guard wouldn't stick around in the nation's capital for too long as the Warriors dealt for the former All-NBA guard for young asset Jordan Poole, among other pieces. We'll see how it works out for Paul for one of LA's biggest division rivals in the twilight of his career, but it seems at least one former Laker is casting doubt on this next chapter.